Hello, Namaste. My name is Kate and welcome to a short yoga class here with me today. Before we begin, make sure that you have permission from your doctor or provider that it is safe for you to practice yoga at home without the guidance of a teacher. If anything doesn't feel right during the class, please come out of the pose and do a different variation of the pose or just wait for us to finish. If you're all set, go ahead and lie down on your mat. We won't be needing much, so it's okay if you don't have any props with you. I want you to come into Shavasana, so just extend your legs forward, arms down by your side. Bring your legs as wide as your mat and your arms further away from your body with the palms flipped up, and try to relax your shoulders here. Let's begin with 3 deep breaths. So take an inhale through your nose, and then sigh it out through your mouth. Again, inhale. And sigh it out. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Close your eyes if you haven't yet. And then begin to arrive in this space. Noticing the sounds you hear around you. Noticing any smells or sensations while you're lying down. And notice anything that you're feeling in the body today. As you're here, let's just go through the body really quickly, scanning through our body. Starting with the feet. Can you notice your feet here? Relax your toes and heels, soften around the ankles. And then bring your awareness towards your knees, all the way up to the thighs. Relax your pelvis on the ground. And let your hips soften. Feel the lower body, your legs, heavy on the ground. Bring your awareness now to your fingers and hands, and can you soften around your wrists? Relax your elbows here, and relax your shoulders most especially. Let them fall to the mat. And then notice the belly, let it be soft here. Relax your lower back on the mat, the spine here, the rib cage, the shoulder blades on the floor. Soften around your heart space. And then bring your awareness to your neck. Can you relax your neck, your chin, and your jaw? Relax the forehead and the eyebrows and feel the back of your head on the mat. Take one hand on your belly, any hand, and notice your breath now. Start to inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. As your eyes are closed here and as you're on your back, breathe in slowly through your nose and imagine the breath is traveling all the way down to your belly. Can you inflate the belly as if it's a balloon and expand your lungs? As you exhale through your nose, feel the belly fall and the rib cage begin to hug in. Inhale to expand and exhale to relax. Breathing in, breathing out. Give yourself permission to let go of any unfinished tasks, any responsibilities you have, Allow yourself to be fully present here on your mat. Take one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Slowly begin to open your eyes if they're closed. Move your fingers and toes. And then bring your right knee into your chest. And as your right knee is hugging in, try to bring the knee closer to the armpit so your thigh is pressing more on the rib cage than on the belly. Really pull that knee in as closely as you can. Feel it stretch the back of the right thigh and the right hip. And just keep your left leg heavy on the floor. Just relax your left foot. Stay here, relax your shoulders and breathe. Taking your time as you're lying on your back still on the mat. Soften in the face and the neck. And take one more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Now we're gonna become more active here as we're lying down. So first, take your left hand on top of your left thigh and then flex your left foot so it feels like the heel is reaching forward. And then you're gonna hook your right big toe with your peace fingers and thumb. So grab the big toe with the index finger and middle finger and keep your right thumb on top of your big toe. From there, if you can, try to extend your right leg all the way up. So maybe it's not completely straight, and that's okay. For others, maybe you're able to extend that leg straight. Now, if your right leg is straight, make sure that the right shoulder is still on the ground. So don't let the right shoulder lift away from the mat. Relax your neck here. And as you inhale, think about reaching the heel higher towards the ceiling. As you exhale, think about pulling the leg closer to you, maybe bending the right elbow so you can get deeper into your right hamstring. While you're doing this, keep your left leg on the ground. So the left hand is there on the thigh to keep that left thigh on the mat. One more time here. Inhale, really extend your right leg as much as you can. And then exhale, pull the leg in a little closer. So feel free to stay here. If you'd like to, begin to take your right leg all the way out to the right side. So if you have enough space and if your hips allow you, go ahead and take that right leg out to the side without rolling onto your right. So you want to keep your back flat on the floor still, that left leg still heavy. So just go as far as your leg will take you without rolling off to the side. Keep flexing both feet here. Relax your shoulders. Maybe look to the left if you're comfortable with that. Last 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now inhale, look up and bring your right leg to center again. And then exhale, hug your right knee into the chest. We're gonna find a twist next. So reach your right arm out to the right side. Keep your right elbow down and the shoulder down, and your right hand will flip up. Take your right knee all the way to the left side, guiding your knee with your left hand. And then try to bring that right knee down to the floor as much as you can. Relax your right foot anywhere that you'd like, and maybe gaze to the right arm. Stay here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now inhale, look up at the ceiling and come back to center, and then release your right leg. Let's switch sides. So while your right leg is just relaxing on the floor, you're gonna hug your left knee into your chest and bring that left knee closer to the left armpit and stay there. Relax your shoulders, relax your head. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in, breathe out. 2 more breaths here. Really take your time. Inhale And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. From here, we're going to hook the left big toe with our peace fingers and thumb on the left hand. Take your right hand on your right thigh now and flex both of your feet. Now inhale, try to extend your left leg just as high as it can go. So no forcing here. You want to keep your left shoulder down. Don't let it lift off the floor. And from here, hold and relax. As you inhale, think about lifting the heel higher, extending the leg just a little bit more. And then as you exhale, try to bring the leg a little closer to you. So we're creating more space in your left leg and the hamstrings. Keep your right leg on the ground, glued to your mat. Let's take 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more breath, inhale, and exhale. Now slowly take your left leg all the way out to this side. Take note, this is optional, so if it doesn't feel right for you, don't do it. You're gonna take your left leg as far as it can go without you rolling to the left side. You wanna keep your leg extended somehow, your right leg still on the ground, your back is still on the mat, and stay here. Breathe in. And breathe out. You can look to the right side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now inhale. Take your left leg back to center and then hug your left knee into the chest. Reach your left arm out to the side now with your palm facing up. Take a breath in. As you exhale with your right hand, guide your left knee to the right side. Bring it all the way down to the floor. Look over your left shoulder and stay there. Maybe let the left elbow be heavy on the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Actually, let's do 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. And 1 last. Inhale. And exhale. Now inhale, come back to center. And then this time, hug both knees into your chest. Reach your right arm over your head and roll over to your right side. And then slowly lift yourself up. And then we're gonna find your child's pose. So take your knees wide apart, your big toes together, sit back to the heels, and stretch your arms forward with your elbows down. Take a few moments here in your child's pose. Allow the buttocks to be heavy on your heels and your heart to melt down. Let the arms relax. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now inhale, look forward, and then slowly come up to your hands and knees first. We're gonna set up for your Sphinx pose. So maybe move your hands forward more, shift forward, and then come all the way down onto your belly. You're gonna take your forearms in front of your chest so that your elbows act as sort of like a stand for you. And you want your palms to be flat here. You want to lift your chest and extend, and just point your toes back with your legs extending back. Keep your legs a bit wider apart here. Allow the legs to relax as you extend your heart forward and up. Maybe you feel this more in your lower back, or maybe you feel it more in the belly and chest, depending on where you're stiff. I find that sitting down for a long time, or if I have any lower back issues, this is the perfect pose to do. It feels so good afterwards. So hopefully it'll feel good for you too. Take your last 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly turn your elbows out and lower your forehead down. And then I want you to stack your hands or forearms here so you can rest your forehead on top. we're gonna come into a half frog pose. So while you're still lying on your belly, I want you to bend your right knee out to the side and then try to flex the right foot, but keep the right thigh heavy on the ground and the right foot presses down as well, the edge, the blade of the foot. So as you're in this pose, if you're really open in your hips, maybe you don't feel much here. So this is just more of a nice relaxing pose to hold. But if you're tight in your hips, then maybe you feel a bit of a sensation here of you're starting to open up your inner thigh and inner hip here. So try to get your pelvis down on the floor, heavy on the floor. Don't let it tilt up. And then here, make sure the right leg is more in a 90-degree angle. So you want your foot in line with the knee and the knee in line with your hip. Hold it here for another 5 breaths. And take one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Slowly extend your right leg back. Let's do the other side. So bend your left knee, knee in line with your hip. Your foot moves further away from your body. Flex your left foot here. And then try to get your left inner thigh to press into the floor a little bit, scooping your pelvis down, and then relax your upper body. Breathe here. Take your last 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Slowly extend your left leg back and then take your hands by your chest, tuck your toes under, and then try to lift yourself up to the hands and knees. And then come all the way up to your downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal out your feet here. Push your heels down one at a time. Sometimes it may feel good to kind of twist your torso side to side. So notice if that feels good for you. And then let the head relax. Relax the shoulders and neck. Stay here for a few more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Look forward and then inhale. Walk your feet forward to your hands and find a forward fold, your Uttanasana. So for me, I prefer my feet slightly wider apart. So maybe bring your feet about 2 fists apart. With your feet parallel, feet are flat, bend your knees here and just allow the upper body to fall over the legs. Hold on to opposite elbows and just allow the arms to go right under your head. So try to soften your head and your neck here, your arms and shoulders, and just sway side to side if it feels nice. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. From here, inhale, release your hands down and lift yourself up halfway, chest forward, shoulders back. And then exhale, bring your hands to the ground and step your left foot all the way back. So we're going to come into your pigeon pose next. Begin to move your right foot all the way to the left side, bringing your shin down, flat on the ground. Flex your right foot. And then slide your left leg back so that the left thigh can come down. Inhale, try to lift your heart up, shoulders roll back. And then exhale, crawl your hands forward and come all the way down, maybe on your elbows, or maybe all the way down to the forehead with the arms straight. Now, Be very mindful of the weight around your hips and legs. Try not to shift your weight to one side. So make sure that you're right in the center. So if it feels like you're heavy on the right hip, try to scoot your weight to the left thigh. It's okay if that right hip doesn't touch the mat. If you have a pillow nearby or a block nearby, you can slide that underneath. But sometimes it's okay without one too. And now if you feel like your weight is more on the left thigh, I need you to scoot your weight to the right and make sure that you're more centered. Okay, so find that balance. I know it's a bit tricky when I'm not there, a teacher is not there to assist you, but be more mindful, be aware of your body while you're here. Find a way to get centered. Take your last 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Slowly walk your hands back, lifting your chest up. And then from here, tuck your back toes, lift the left knee off the ground, and step back to your downward facing dog. Take a few moments here. And now look forward, walk your feet forward to your Uttanasana and just fold over your legs. Just allow your hands to drop to the mat. Your knees can bend again. Fold deeply so you want your belly to your thighs. And try to lift the bum higher up to the ceiling. Take one more breath. Inhale and exhale. As you inhale, lift up halfway, chest forward, shoulders back. And then exhale, take your hands down, and this time step your right foot all the way back. Slide your right knee further back if you can, and then try to bring your left foot all the way to the right side so the shin comes down, and then lower the right thigh down. Flex that left foot. You can either bring the heel closer to you or further away for a deeper hip opener, but take note, only come into that deep hip opener if you can keep your pelvis squared. So if you're leaning to one side already, then just bring that left heel closer to you again. Inhale, lift your chest up, and then exhale, extend your legs or your arms forward rather, lower down to your elbows maybe and stay here, or stretch your arms and lower the forehead all the way down. Point your back toes, again center your weight, pressing into the right thigh but also feeling a little bit of weight on your left hip. Breathe here and relax the shoulders and neck. Allow your pelvis to be heavy. Press your right foot into your mat. Relax the neck and the face. Take your last 3 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Now inhale, slowly walk your hands back, lift your torso up, press your palms into the ground, tuck your back toes under, and step back to your last down dog. Pedal out the feet if you'd like, or just stay still, relax your neck. Breathe here. And then take a breath in. Exhale, lower your knees to the floor and swing your legs forward so you can sit down on your mat. Now turn to face the longer edge of your mat so you can extend your legs wider apart. You can just go as wide as you can handle here, so you don't have to really stretch out super wide but then your spine is collapsed. It may help to slide a pillow underneath your buttocks or sit on a block if you have one. If you don't, that's okay. Maybe try to bend your knees instead. Now inhale, lift your chest up with your hands behind you, flex your feet, and maybe you can stay here and just kind of bow your head down. For the rest, if you're able to, crawl your hands forward and maybe the legs can extend a little bit more. Maybe you can fold forward deeper. Maybe the forehead touches the ground. Doesn't matter. Wherever you are, I want you to honor that space and then just focus on the stretch you're feeling in your hips, in your legs, in your back, and how soothing this should feel as you hold the pose. Take 5 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. One more inhale and exhale. Now inhale, carefully crawl your hands back, rolling your spine up, and then you can assist your legs in slowly coming back in so you can cross your legs and sit up tall. Rest your hands on your knees, close your eyes, and sit here in stillness. Take as long as you need seated here in this nice meditation to end your practice. Feel free to try my other guided meditation videos here on YouTube so that you can meditate here with me still and end your practice with that. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or rest of your evening. Namaste.